Now we as believers make up that holy priesthood. Now, I'm saying that to say this. As we study this, as we see the priests being anointed and consecrated and dedicated for their priestly service, I don't want there to be a disconnect. I don't want you to think, oh man, this is just, this is boring. I mean, I don't want to know about how, Aaron and his sons were anointed. No, this has great application to us as priests, making up a priesthood, a holy priesthood as believers. So please put that in your hip pocket, as it were, and don't let what we're about to get into, which again, it's going to get gnarly. It's going to get, we're going to get into the whole body parts thing. And please understand that that pictures the person of Christ, and the service and the anointing and the consecrating pictures us in our service for Christ. So with that, let's now go to verse 4. So Moses did as the Lord commanded him. And the congregation was gathered together at the door of the tabernacle of meeting. And Moses said to the congregation, "This is what the Lord commanded to be done." This is the preparation process. And it's very important to understand that there is a process, and it is a process of preparation. See, I think that we are too focused on the end product, and we underestimate the value of the process of preparation. You think about in the context of the medical field. Listen, I want that physician, I want that doctor to have gone through the process of preparation before he operates on me. See, that's the end product, but I want him to have gone through the process. And there is and needs to be, and part and parcel to the sanctification, there needs to be that preparation process. And this is what he is now going through, and they're being prepared to do. Keep in mind that oftentimes God will prepare us for that which he is preparing for us. See, the tribe of Levi, the Levites here, Aaron and his sons, are being prepared for that which was prepared for them. Namely, the service there in the tabernacle. Notice that Moses says that this is what the Lord has commanded me to do. I almost imagine him saying that because this was not my idea. Keep in mind, he's assembled the entirety of the Israelites. The whole assembly of the Israelites now has been brought together for this anointing and consecrating and dedicating process. So it's kind of like he's answering the unasked question of Moses, why are you calling this meeting? This is what the Lord commanded me to do. And so that's why perhaps he said that, I don't know. But they're assembled together at the door of the tabernacle. Also, notice the obedience on the part of Moses. We're told again, and this isn't the first time, and it won't be the last time, it says that Moses did all that he was commanded to do. This says to me and you that obedience is a requirement for consecration. Can I stop right now and just define consecration? Because consecration is one of those words that we don't use much anymore. It's simply put, it means this way, simply put. It means to be set apart. Let me illustrate it this way. I can't come up with a better illustration. I'm certainly open. If you have a better illustration, please let me know. But I think of it in terms of when I wash my car. Now stay with me. This is a great illustration. Again, if you have a better one, please let me know. I'm always open to better illustrations. Okay. I have a certain set of towels that are consecrated. Yeah. They're set apart. For what? They serve a special purpose. in the tabernacle of my 1992 Toyota Camry, as bus up as the bugger is. But they're set apart. Why? They have to remain consecrated or be consecrated or set apart because they have to be used for the windows. I can't use them for the wheels because they'll get grime and grease and brake dust and, only God knows whatever else on them. And if I use them on the wheels and then use them on the windows, then my windows are not going to be clean. Therefore, I have set apart those towels to perform that service. Does that make sense? Again, if you have a better illustration, I'm certainly open. That's the best one I'll be able to come up with. They're consecrated. How about this one? I just thought of this. This is amazing. I hope it's a good one. We'll find out by your reaction or lack thereof. How about that fine silverware? It's set apart for a special dinner service when you have special guests into your home. They're in your tabernacle, see? Now, they're consecrated. You would not use them for, takeout. Would you? If you do, they're not set apart. They're not consecrated, see? So that's what is happening here. They are being set apart. They are being consecrated and dedicated. See, they're being dedicated for their service only in the tabernacle. And that's what it means to be consecrated. And here's the preparation for the consecration and thus the sanctification. Perhaps I can just briefly say sanctification means to be cleansed. Means to be cleaned, see, and purified. Verse 6, then Moses brought Aaron and his sons and washed them with water. And he put the tunic on him, girded him with the sash, clothed him with the robe, and put the ephod on him. And he girded him with the intricately woven band of the ephod, and with it tied the ephod on him. Then verse 8, he put the breastplate on him, and he put the Urim and the Thummim in the breastplate. And verse 9, he put the turban on his head. Also on the turban, on its front, he put the golden plate, the holy crown, as the Lord, there it is again, had commanded Moses. In other words, he's doing all that God had commanded him to do. Now, notice again that all of this cleansing was done publicly. Imagine this. You've got the entire assembly of the Israelites, numerous. How numerous are they? A couple million Israelites all encamped around the tabernacle. There, the tabernacle in the center of the camp. And so in front of the entire assembly, they're going through this cleansing, sanctifying, consecrating process. I think that would require an enormous amount of humility. Think about that. Because think about the implication of that. For them to be cleansed implies that and presupposes that they needed to be cleansed. In other words, publicly admitting that they need to be cleansed. When do I need to be cleansed? When I've been soiled? When I've sinned? And as we'll see now, an offering is going to have to be sacrificed for their sin, even as priests. Also, notice there's an order in the process. They're cleansed before they're clothed. And we studied all about the clothing of the priests, the ephod and what it meant, and the stones, the 12 stones symbolizing the 12 tribes of Israel, and the crown and what was inscribed on the crown, which was on the turban. So we're not going to go into all of that, but notice that the cleansing always precedes the clothing. And is that not how it is for us when we come to Christ? I mean, you don't put clean clothes on if you're dirty. I mean, you need to be cleansed first. And this is what's interesting. As a holy priesthood of believers, this speaks to our cleansing with the water of the Word and then our clothing in His righteousness.